welcome to episode 8 of the CC Makes podcast. My name is Karina, aka CC. This is primarily a knitting podcast for now, just knitting. Today is May 14th, I believe. It's a Thursday. Pretty sure it's the 14th. By the time this video gets up, it will probably be this weekend. As you all know, my internet is super slow, so forewarned. Coming to you today from Alaska. It's another, not cold, it's kind of warmed up now, but it's a dreary, overcast day. Thankfully it's not raining, which is great, but we're still here in Alaska. So I'll talk about that more later. I have noticed some new subscribers to the channel, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't have any family or friends that like knitting and yarn and making stuff, so this is pretty much my only outlet to talk about, you know, knitting, yarn, stuff like that, making stuff. So I appreciate all of you that podcast, subscribe to my podcast, all that. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. What else? I don't know. Welcome back. Welcome to episode 8. As you all know, my kids are home, so there may be some interruptions. They both have snacks at the moment, but that only lasts for so long. So anyways, let's get on with the knitting talk. Some finished objects that I have is, ta-da! I'm wearing one. This is my weekender. Don't know that you're actually gonna be able to see it all in actual real light. It's not showing up properly, but anyway, this is where it hits. This is where I wanted it to hit. The split hem. Can you see that? No, okay. That's where I alternated my skeins. Not happy about that, but oh well, it is what it is. I thought it would block out, but I also didn't aggressively block it either. So it's fine, I'll live with it. It's under my arm anyway. The only modification that I did was twisted rib. I did twisted rib all on the hems. All of this is twisted rib. I think it kind of made the structure of the neckline a little bit better, I want to say. I was worried about the neckline being so open, and this right now is a lot more open than I'm used to wearing, but it's manageable. And also when I wear this, I wear just a regular t-shirt underneath it, so you see the corners of my t-shirt anyways, but I wear layers. I wear layers all the time. I'm not today, obviously. I just wanted to show you all, but yeah, so it's finished. I knit this to pattern, except I didn't use the recommended needle size because I didn't have the size that they called, or that she'd called for in the pattern. So I used a size down, but I got gauge and everything, so it worked out. Got gauge. Look at me. I know what I'm talking about with gauge swatches. I didn't swatch. I just started the sweater and then took my gauge and it was right. I'm a rebel. But so I knit this to pattern. I knit the size 3. I don't know the measurements on it. I know you're supposed to have like 10 inches of positive ease, but I realized that I have tiny T-Rex arms because they're way long. I mean, I love the way they fit. I like all the room. I don't like anything hugging me at all, but they're a little bit long for me. Not a lot, not a whole lot. I mean, I know when I blocked it, they stretched out a little bit, but if it bothers me too much, I'm going to rip them out and just take it back a bit. I would like to take out like just a chunk so that it hits right here instead of at my knuckles. You know, I don't know if that makes sense, but just a little bit too long. My arms are apparently shorter than the average person. Who knew? So that's it. I love it. I wear it all the time. It's starting to pill. This is knit with, I talked about it in the last episode. yarn that I had dyed from, I'm getting a text, sorry, I was trying to read that and process what was just being said to me. I got it from Knit Picks a long time ago. I don't know their yarn bases or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it's like Stroll or something. I don't know how many yards are in it. I'm assuming around 200. I used 4 skeins and just a tiny bit of the 5th one. So it is pilling a little bit, but it's not bad. And I don't think you can even really notice. No, you can't tell. It's not bad. So it's totally fine. I will eventually take what do you call those things? A shaver? No, not a shaver. Well, maybe they are a shaver. I don't know. I don't know the technical word for those things that take off the pills from your sweaters. But that's my plan. So, first finished object, My Weekender by Andrea Mowry. Probably didn't say that at the beginning. You all know this. Everyone has made this sweater though, so I love it. I really, really like it. It's probably my favorite sweater ever now. My second finished object is nothing great. It is just a pair of vanilla socks that I had on the needles for months and months. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name of this yarn. I can't remember the name of it, honestly. Anyways, I talked about it in a few episodes back. Well, I think when Taryn was still podcasting with me, I talked about it then. I really like the yarn. It's just, I can't pronounce it. Fish Lips Kiss Heel, 64 stitch cast on, twisted rib. Just a basic vanilla sock. That took a million years because my sock mojo has gone. It's just gone for a long time. But I was working on some projects that had been, just left around works in progress, and I figured why not get them done and off the needles so I don't have to look at them anymore. So, second finished object. Third, I haven't tried this on, honestly. Maybe I should, I don't know. Fashion show? So this is the basic Raglan sweater by Locatel. Oh my gosh, this is why I don't touch it. This is why I haven't tried it on. This is knit with acrylic yarn. I knit everything to pattern. Everything's to pattern. So I'm not even going to talk about any of that. Oh my gosh. But I knit it with acrylic yarn, and I don't know if you guys can see all of this, but it's like a dust storm. Maybe it's just acrylic. I don't know. But I washed it. I would have put it in the dryer to get rid of some of that fuzz, but I don't have a dryer at the moment. So talk about that later too. So I haven't tried to do that. I don't know. It's soft. It's really soft. It's acrylic. I mean, I have nothing against acrylic. I've just never worn a sweater for myself in acrylic. And I think why I chose to use that yarn was because it was just, cheap yarn. I think I used, I didn't bring out the little ball. I think I used, actually, you know what? I don't even know because I lost the label. So I'm not even gonna talk about that. I don't know how much I used at all. I just know it's acrylic yarn from Michaels and it's very dusty. I can't block it, obviously, because it's acrylic. So you get to see all these, and you can see them, see those, where I weaved in ends, there's an end woven in here. Please move. Yeah, you can see the lump. You can see my tension is all wonky. So I don't know if that'll come out over time or if it's just there forever. I have no idea. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'll probably still wear it if I can get the fuzz out of it so it doesn't suffocate me while I'm trying to wear it. But third finished object. I like it. I haven't tried it on just because it's so dusty. I don't know. But anyway, so those are those. I still haven't finished this. I'm gonna say it's finished, kind of. I just need to do the neck and weave in the ends, and that is all. I haven't done that yet. I chose to wear it. I chose to wear it reverse stockinette so that you can see the cool details down the side and up here on the neck or on the raglan. Chose to wear it like that. So I need to rip this out, the neckline, and redo it as if I am knitting. Well, when I picked it up on this stockinette side instead of the reverse, mainly because I thought I was gonna wear it the other way, but I'm not. So I need to take that out and redo the neckline and give it to my sister because I'm not gonna wear it. And she said she would. This is colors that, or a color that she wears normally, so I'm just gonna let her have it. It's a little bit big, but I think with the way that she takes care of her hand knits, it's gonna shrink a little bit, so it'll be fine for her. She's a little bit smaller than me. That was knit with Talkie yarn, classic superwash. I don't remember. I've talked about it before, so just wanted to show you all that I have not completed it yet. That is all my finished objects. I thought I had more, but I don't. It feels like I've been knitting and knitting and knitting and knitting, but I'm not getting anywhere. But also, sweaters do take up a lot of time. This one took me, you know what, I don't even know. Not very long. I worked on it monogamously though. And then that gray, this one was already pretty much done. All I had to do was the sleeves on it. And that was it. So, you know what? I lied on that sweater. I did make a modification on the sleeves. I didn't go as many repeats as, obviously I can't because my arms are ridiculously short. So I didn't do as many repeats, thankfully, because I ran out of yarn. I had to play yarn chicken with that. So that's the only modification that I did for that. And when I tried on the sleeve, I didn't try on the whole sweater. When I tried on the sleeve, I just pulled it up and it hit like right here. So clearly my arms are very short. T-Rex arms. So yeah, that's all my finished objects. Works in progress. Let me take a breath here. Hold on. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of editing in this one. Works in progress. I have two. That is all because I have been working monogamously on this one as well. Just a sock. What? You say? A sock? Finally got some knitting mojo back, just a little. So I started the sock. You can see all my markers because I hate counting. I didn't do twisted rib this time. This is just normal rib. This is Knitology yarn. I think it's called Horseback Dancer. I've talked about it before. There's like a dusty purple, a blue on a cream base, and there is Stellina, but you can't see it on here. This was a knit crate shipment. So I decided to cast on a sock because my hands were hurting from knitting, throwing, and continental. So I decided to give flicking a go. I'd never done it before. So I thought I would practice and see how that made my hands feel. And it works fine. It's just muscle memory and trying to make myself remember to make my hands do what my brain wants them to do. Which I guess is the definition of muscle memory. Anyways, just doing that, it took me a little bit to get started. And once I did, it's gotten easier as, you know, as it does, but my tension is really tight. Like this is damn near bulletproof. I also tried a heel flap and gusset. This is the heel flap and gusset pattern from the Everyday Hermione's sock. It's got like a garter ridge on the edge and then a patterned heel. So I tried that because Fish Lips Kiss and Afterthought heels are just not working for me anymore. They slide all around on my foot, and all of the socks that I have knit prior are Afterthought and Fish Lips Kiss. So I decided to try another heel and see if it works. I'm almost done with this. Like, I have a little bit more of the foot, and then I'm going to do the toe, cast on the other one. It's just vanilla. It's just vanilla with a heel flapping gusset, but we will see how this one fits. Definitely gonna have to block it because it's so tight. But that's good because all the other socks that I have, they're pretty loose. And this is 64 stitch cast on. I want to say half of my other socks are 64 and they kind of slip around a bit. So this one I know is not going to slip around. It's just, it'll need some blocking on the blockers for sure. So vanilla sock, that's one work in progress. The other work in progress I have is a shawl by Mina Phillip Knitting Expat Designs, I want to say. And it is this far. Not very far at all. This is the wrong side. This is the right side. This is the squishy shawl that she has in her pattern shop on Etsy. Or not Etsy, on Ravelry. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to read emails and texts and they're coming through on my phone and my brain is limited. My brain space is limited. So here it is. Literally just started it. And this is with Lola Bean Yarn Electric Youth colorway and a colorway from Knit Crate. I don't know the colorway actually. It's just black and charcoal with stellina. I had a little bit of a hard time getting going on this just because I had to remember all the brioche increases and decreases, and it took me a minute. So I wasn't too, I don't know, too thrilled about progressing that far on it. But I picked it up this morning while my kids were doing some schoolwork, and I just went a little ways. And then I realized I am doing the symmetrical pattern. In her pattern, she has symmetrical and asymmetrical. I guess I'm doing the symmetrical. I don't think I'm going to continue this. I'm going to rip it out. And if I decide to do it again, I don't know. This is a great fabric and everything. It's super squishy, hence the name Squishy Shawl. But I don't know anymore. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know that I want to continue it. Maybe it's just my gauge. My gauge is really loose because it's brioche. I don't know. So this is gonna take a back seat for a bit and just hang out in one of my bags. I know I don't pull out my projects, my works in progress from bags because I leave them all out like on my coffee table where I sit on the couch when I'm watching TV. I just grab and I don't have that many on the needles anyway, so I could do that. I have bags down here. I just don't put anything in them. So why? So those are the only two things that I'm working on. I am going to find a pattern for a hat. I got, oh no, I thought I brought it out here. Oh, I did. So I got a skein of yarn from Knit Crate. I want to say this is April. Duh, it's right in front of me. April 2020. Luminous Knit Crate. April 2020 Luminous Knit Crate. My aunt sent me my mail before she traveled herself, so she sent me this yarn from Knit Crate. They didn't send a booklet this month, I guess because of the COVID stuff happening and limited, you know, limited everything, honestly. So this is Vidalana Heathered Sock. The colorway is Toffee. It is 40% merino, 40% Peruvian Highland wool, 20% nylon. It is sock weight, and I don't know what that says. Yeah, just a basic sock weight yarn. It's like a rust color. Not really showing accurately. My lighting is so terrible here. Like, it's not even funny. It's not that bright at all. Anyways, it's like a rust color, and it's got some black, will you focus? Some black parts going through it too. So I'm going to cast on a hat for my husband. Oh, so they didn't send a booklet because you can go into your Knit Crate account and download the booklet, or let me back up. You use the link that they send you on this card, and you can download from their website the booklet, which you can then link to your Ravelry. Sometimes words just come out of my mouth. Anyway, so I might look at their patterns and see, but I want to find a pattern that, and my husband likes just standard beanies, like not the fold over, just a straight across, like nothing but ribbed beanie kind of thing. So I might do that. I don't know. I was gonna find a pattern, but he's pretty picky, so I don't know. I could probably get 2 out of that anyways. My next project that I want to cast on, I think is going to be a shawl, and it's going to be with these. I've shown these before. I brought them here from Washington. I just didn't know what to cast on with them, and I was looking on Ravelry for a bit, but I got sidetracked. These all go together. It's just how to put them together into a project I have to figure out. I can see maybe a shawl. I don't think this is enough for a sweater. I've never knit a fingering weight sweater. I don't have any idea how much that would take for a sweater my size, but if I could, I would totally wear these colors. I do have another color in my stash that is a lighter blue. It's kind of like not that bright, but it's a blue that matches with this color. So I can see if I can get like a 5 color, I don't know, not necessarily a fade, but maybe like a marled, maybe a sweater. I think that might work. But I could also see this in a shawl. Like that shawl that I just did, the Dark Phoenix shawl by Tammy Gore. I can see something like that too. So I have the blue is a Knit Crate. It's Knitology. Colorway is Raven. There's nothing super amazing. It's just, you know, their basic base, and it's really soft. It's plump, and it's like just a tonal navy-ish color. This one is mine. I dyed this one. It's not showing correctly on there. It's not that bright. Just a berry color, tonal. These are Hue Loco. I don't know the name color, or the name color. Don't know the name color of this one, guys. Don't know. I lost the tag. This one is Mahalo. I got these from a mystery listing that she did a while back. So there was one more that went in there, but I think I left it in Washington because it was like a tealish color, and it was a bright color, and I didn't have any plans for that anytime soon, so I left it there. But I want to do something with that. I have, like I said, that light blue. I can maybe marl something, maybe a sweater. I don't know how much it would take, and I don't wear short sleeved anything, so it would have to have sleeves, and I don't know if that's going to be enough. I need to get on Ravelry and just sit down and focus and pick out some patterns, but I have not. I ripped out that last sweater for my niece that I showed you guys, that the bright neon. I ripped that one out and scanned it all back up. This one, I don't know that I have the heart to rip it out because I've got so far. So I think I'm just gonna finish it and give it to them. I don't think it'll fit my oldest niece anymore. It'll probably fit the younger one. Actually, I don't know. They're kind of the same size. They're only like a year and a half apart, but I got too far. Like, I can't rip that out. And I brought my yarn to finish it, so I just need to sit down and crank out the sleeves and do the neck and give it to them and be done. So I don't have to look at the yarn anymore or this project. And then I can have my bag back. This is Fawn and the Fox project bag, which I love because it's so big and it holds a lot. It'll hold like multiple projects, unless you're doing a sweater, I mean, obviously. So those are what I was working on. What I finished, I haven't done a whole lot. I have a bunch of yarn that I can cake up and do something with, and I'm going to. I just don't know when. Yeah, so that's all my knitting stuff. FOs, whips, talked about my new knitting technique, so I guess life stuff now. Hold on, I need a drink. It's vodka cranberry and it's delicious. So life stuff. We're still in Alaska. I think we can go home in the next few weeks, so we're just kind of waiting for Oregon to open back up so I can rent a car and drive us back to our town. Once that happens, we are out of here. And I don't know, we're just enjoying visiting family anyways at the moment, but we need to get home. My cat's been in the boarding house for, you know what, I don't even know how many weeks. He's been there since March 19th. This poor cat. He's doing fine. He's not with us. So we need to get home and get him out and get back to our routine in our lives. Karen has settled now over in the Boston area. She's not working yet, but everything over there is closed just the same as everywhere else. So hopefully she'll be on one of these podcasts with me. Maybe when I get back to Washington, my internet's not so slow. I will do what everybody's doing and do a Zoom meeting with her. We'll see. What else? Oh yeah, so my dryer broke, so I can't wash that super fibery sweater. Last Sunday, not Mother's Day, but oh yeah, happy belated Mother's Day to everybody. But the Sunday before Mother's Day, my washer sprung a leak. My daughter broke her bunk bed in half, and my dryer stopped working. So bunk bed is fixed thanks to my brother-in-law. Washer is semi-fixed. He used electrical tape to tape up the leak for now. I mean, we're not going to be here that long, so I'm not going to put a bunch of money into this place. It's not like we have appliance repair people to fly in and help me out. It's just not going to happen. So the only thing that didn't get fixed is the dryer. Something is wrong. It's a gas dryer, and I don't know, the heating element or something, I was told. I don't know. Nobody knows anyways. They're all self-made mechanics around here and repair people. So I'm just leaving it at that. And I'm just leaving it alone. I'm not even gonna touch it. I built myself a clothesline outside, so I hang my laundry outside when it's not raining, or I have some laundry racks in here, which is why that sweater has remained super fibery, dusty, fluffy. I guess I could bring it to my mom's and wash it and see if that works better. Maybe I'll do that, and then on the next time I record, we'll see if it's any better, and maybe I'll wear it. We'll see. Hopefully then I'll have a lot more cast on anyways. I didn't want to record. I know I said I was going to record a lot sooner, but I didn't want to record because I didn't have a lot of content or anything to really talk about, because I was working on this sweater and then the other sweater and then the other sweater. So there wasn't a whole lot of cast-ons. So I need to get busy and start casting on some stuff. I'm trying to knit through my stash here before I leave. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I only have a few more weeks here. I'm probably leaving the first part of June to go back home. If the car rentals don't open up, I'm just gonna see if my brother will drive to Portland and pick us up and bring us back to Washington. So hopefully we'll have our ducks in a row. Maybe the next time I podcast, it will be from Washington. We'll see. We will see. So I wanted to mention a few podcasts that I've been watching, which I've been watching a ton of. I have been binge watching podcasts. So a few ones that I've been just, religiously watching is Sweet Tea No Shade, Needles at the Ready, Nitty Natty, Mad Fuzzy. Chevy Real on her podcast talked about Mad Fuzzy, I think a while back. And then anyway, she took some time off from dyeing. She has her own yarn company, Mad Fuzzy Yarn or something. I forget. I'm terrible with names. But anyway, she took some time off from her business and our podcast, and now she is back podcasting. So I've been watching her. And of course, Grocery Girls, because everybody watches Grocery Girls. They're awesome, and I watch them religiously. There's some more, but my TV turned off, and if I turn it back on, it's just gonna lose its place anyways. So I'll link some in my show notes, which you will find in the description box of this video. I am in the process of making a Ravelry group page. I started it and then I got sidetracked and started looking at patterns. So it's in the works. It will happen. And then once that happens, I think I'll just have all my notes over there. Just because when I upload videos on YouTube, I don't, what's the word? I don't want to spend a lot of time on that little description box. We will see if my Ravelry page even happens. Until then, the notes will be in the description box. Anyway, that is all I have. We are just hanging tight. We are still doing schoolwork. My kids still have school till I think June 18th. So we'll be doing that for quite a while. And yeah, I hope everybody is keeping busy and staying safe, making all the things, whether it be cooking, knitting, crocheting, sewing, cross stitch, all that good stuff. So, and keep the podcast coming because I need a lot to watch. I have nothing else to do. Nothing at all. I should cast on something else tonight, and maybe I will. Yeah, I'm gonna go make some dinner and probably cast on something else. So until then, I will talk to you guys maybe in a few weeks. I don't really know. Like, subscribe, comment. I enjoy the comments. And thank you. Bye, guys.